Today is National Girls and Women's in Sports Day. We're marking the day with a conversation and advice on what young ladies can do to fulfill their dream of thriving in a male-dominated industry. A new book hit shelves this month. It's called Cultivating Audacity: Dismantle Doubt and Let Yourself Win. It's written by Emmy Award-winning ESPN broadcaster Anne-Marie Anderson, who is joining us now. Thank you so much for being here.
It's great to be here, Dina.
And I know you go around and you speak all around the country, so putting it all together in a book so it can reach more people, I think is amazing. You begin with a death, essentially a coworker, and how that experience taught you not just live, but live life to the fullest. And I think that's such an important message.
Yes, Peter Rogat was somebody who I had interned for when I was in college. He got his dream job at ESPN, 37 years old, newly married, and his life ended very suddenly with a brain aneurysm. And at that moment, I decided I wasn't going to wait for anything ever again.
Wow. You talk in the book a lot about learning and how we should learn from every experience. But I think the truth is you were bold from the beginning. And I love the story about sort of the failed first interview, but yet you didn't let yourself become a failure from it.
Well, I don't think I was bold from the beginning. And that's something I run into. People are like, well, you're naturally that way. I'm shy, an introvert. I swear to you, I am. But the first interview, I got turned down by ESPN, went back, wrote a letter with pen and paper and licked a stamp, as unsanitary as that now seems, and sent it off into the mail and said, look, here's what I can offer. And I did that because, Dina, what was my other option?
Right.
You know, I didn't have another job. And so my theory is always they can't fire me. They didn't hire me yet.
One of the big issues you discuss is change, and I think that makes everyone uncomfortable, if not scared. And you say, don't fear the fear. Ask yourself the question, okay, what if? What happens if I fail? And that actually helps you to not be so afraid and not to fail.
Yeah, because if you catastrophize your fear, right, all the way to the point where you die destitute and alone, that's probably not going to happen. That's what I did my first time on live television. I was like, you know.
Yeah, you talk about that experience.
But you're also not going to win an Emmy Award your first time. You know what I mean? So it's like your outcome is somewhere in the middle. And I always say that Audacity, the victory for Audacity, is in the action, not in the outcome. The fact that you took the chance, that you learned something, that you made friends with fear is a real win.
You also talk about decision making, and I think sometimes it's easier not to have a choice because if there are choices between things, talk about the way to approach that and making the choice that is right for you.
Yes, that's something I really go into in the book, is because people want to do a big thing, but they don't know how. And so I walk you through how. What's in your way of the 4 barriers: fear, time, money, or your inner critic. And there are risks that are worth it and risks that are reckless. And there's ways to kind of meter out which one's which. And then for things that are worth it, they move you closer to your values, vision, and what you want your life to look like.
And for you, that was not just about saying, this is what I want in a career, but it was balancing that with life choices. You wanted to be able to be outside versus living in a cold area. But that all came together to make a decision about fulfillment.
Yes, it was tough. I was 26 years old when I left ESPN because I wanted to be LA bureau producer. That job didn't exist, but I wanted to think about my days and nights. And then when I arrived in Los Angeles shortly afterwards, I got hired as LA bureau producer back by ESPN for more money.
Exactly. That I know you talk about it. I mean, it all worked out when you were trying to fulfill those dreams.
Right.
And I think back to young women, especially who are in college right now, and you talk about an experience where the professor said only one of you in this class will get the job. I had a similar experience. I went home and cried. You did not. You said, okay, let's figure out what I don't want to do then, and how can I be that one person?
Yeah, my thought was, this is the only thing I had ever thought of. I'm not a big believer, Dina, in Plan B. Plan B is always easier than Plan A. So if you got a Plan A and Plan B, just go do Plan B. But if it's Plan A, then notice it's not hoping something's going to work out. It is planning for it step by step. And when you're knocked down, because you will be, especially in television, it's all about the response. every time.
And it also is about the people you surround yourself with. I love the analogy because, you say you're kind of front row people, right?
Yeah.
And how important it is to have those people who really believe in you.
Yeah, you need a front row in every aspect of your life, really. But your front row is probably not your mom, and it's probably not your best friend, only because they want you to stay safe. And your front row needs to be people who are going to encourage the risk, lift you up when it doesn't work out, maybe bounce some ideas off of. I have a professional front row. I have a fitness front row that calls me when I don't show up to class. I have all kinds of front rows. But it's really, those are the people that you take advice for, and it helps block out all the other noise. These people get to have a vote. The others do not.
Well, if you weren't a broadcaster, you should have been a psychologist. I'll say, even if you just take one thing away from this book, it's really great. Thank you so much. So the book is called Cultivating Audacity, Dismantle Doubt, and Let Yourself Win. You can check out social media for more information or visit AnnMarieAnderson.com, where you can get the first chapter of this book for free, which is great. All of that information is on our website as well, WGNTV.com/midday.